G'day everyone, it's an honor to be guiding you through this story today. Have you ever wondered what happens when the heart of a titan, a city that put the world on wheels, starts to show cracks? We're talking about Detroit, a name that echoes with power, innovation, and soul. Beyond the headlines, there's a deeper narrative, a side of Detroit many don't see. We'll peel back the layers and explore the resilience of a community facing immense challenges. This journey is about the human spirit, the echoes of a glorious past, and the tough realities of the present. We'll dive into stories of incredible highs and confront the lows. It's a tale of contrasts, of light and shadow. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on an eye-opening exploration. We're going deep into the heart of Detroit to uncover hidden truths and understand the forces shaping this iconic city. It's a story that deserves to be told, and more importantly, to be heard. Let's get into it and discover the real Detroit together. You might be surprised by what we find. Imagine a city, vibrant and pulsing with energy. That was Detroit. Dreams were forged in steel and chrome. But even titans can stumble. Detroit's decline is stark and confronting. Factories quieted, jobs disappeared, neighborhoods emptied out. Ghost town is a painful reality. This is the Detroit of today. Now, if you were to visit certain parts of Detroit today, you might see a city on the upswing. Gleaming new stadiums piercing the skyline, trendy cafes and boutiques popping up in revitalized downtown districts, fresh coats of paint on historic buildings. However, it's crucial we look beyond these beacons of urban beautification, because beneath this shimmering surface lies a far more complex and often hidden reality for a significant portion of the city's residents. For many Detroiters, the daily grind is a world away from the shiny new developments. It's a tale of two cities existing side by side. It's in these hidden corners that you find the true grit and spirit of the city, a spirit that refuses to be extinguished. Let's rewind the clock, journey back to the early 20th century. This was when Detroit wasn't just a city, it was an idea, a phenomenon. The names Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler weren't just car companies. They were colossal forces reshaping society, and Detroit was their kingdom. This was Detroit's golden age, an era of unprecedented growth and boundless optimism. The city exploded, its population soaring as people from all over America, and indeed the world, poured in seeking opportunity. The wealth generated was staggering. It was a time of almost mythical prosperity, a high point from which the subsequent decline would seem all the more precipitous and heartbreaking. Chapter 4: Union Stronghold and War Arsenal. Alongside the rise of the automotive giants, another powerful force was taking shape in Detroit, the labor movement. The United Auto Workers, or UAW, became a formidable entity, making Detroit a powerful union town. World War II called upon Detroit's industrial might in an entirely new way. Assembly lines were converted to produce tanks, bombers, jeeps, and munitions. The city became, as President Roosevelt dubbed it, the arsenal of democracy. This wartime production played a crucial role in the Allied victory and boosted Detroit's economy. Chapter 5: Start of the Decline. Even at its peak, subtle shifts began, seeds of decline taking root. By the 1960s, these undercurrents grew more pronounced. American car dominance faced competition from Europe and Japan. Automation in factories led to significant changes. Innovation that built the city now contributed to its unraveling. The winds of change carried unsettling whispers of a challenging future. Chapter 6: 1967. Riots and White Flight. The 1967 Detroit riots were a pivotal turning point, accelerating white flight. Many white residents, fearing unrest, moved to the suburbs. This exodus drained the city's tax base. The scars of 1967 lingered, shaping Detroit's decline. Chapter 7: Bankruptcy. Decades of decline and financial pressure led to Detroit's bankruptcy in July 2013. With $18 billion in debt, it was the largest municipal bankruptcy in U.S. history. By December 2014, Detroit emerged with a plan to shed debt and reinvest in services. Chapter 8: Ghost Neighborhoods. Emerging from bankruptcy provided a path forward, but the physical landscape of Detroit bore witness to decades of decline in a very stark and visible way. By 2014, the scale of abandonment was staggering. Estimates suggested that over 80,000 properties, homes, businesses, even former schools and churches, stood vacant and derelict. For the residents who remained in these ghost neighborhoods, life became increasingly challenging. The vacant buildings often became magnets for crime, including arson, vandalism, and drug activity, creating an environment of fear and instability. The challenge of what to do with so much vacant land and how to rebuild or reimagine these ghost neighborhoods remains one of Detroit's most significant long-term tasks. Chapter 9: Ruin Porn Culture. The striking and often melancholic beauty of Detroit's decaying landmarks and abandoned neighborhoods began to attract a particular kind of attention. Photographers and urban explorers fascinated by the aesthetics of decline. This phenomenon became known, somewhat controversially, as ruin porn. However, for many Detroit residents, particularly those living amidst the ruins or who had witnessed the decline firsthand, the ruin porn label and the phenomenon itself were deeply problematic. They argued that it aestheticized their suffering, turning their lived reality of loss, fear, and struggle into a spectacle for outsiders. The debate around ruin porn highlighted a tension between artistic exploration and community sensitivity. Detroit faces a tragic irony: tens of thousands of abandoned homes and a significant population struggling with homelessness. Many properties are uninhabitable, needing costly renovations. Property ownership is complicated. Navigating bureaucracy to acquire and renovate is a hurdle. Demand for affordable rental housing remains high. It's about economic access, systemic inequities, and the need for safe housing. The struggle for stable housing in Detroit is acutely felt by its large renter population. Even with a lower overall cost of living compared to many major cities, a significant portion of Detroiters find themselves severely housing cost burdened. The numbers are quite stark. It's estimated that around 30,000 eviction notices are issued annually in Detroit. Addressing this crisis requires a multi-pronged approach, including strengthening tenant protections, increasing the availability of truly affordable housing, providing rental assistance programs, and offering legal aid to tenants facing eviction. Community organizations and activists in Detroit are working hard on these fronts, advocating for policies that promote housing stability and prevent homelessness. As Detroit's economic fortunes declined through the latter half of the 20th century, crime rates soared, fueled by the crack cocaine epidemic. Ruthless street gangs emerged, vying for control. The impact on neighborhoods was devastating. While crime rates have decreased, the legacy lingers. Addressing root causes remains critical for healing. Detroit faces a terrifying public health crisis: the fentanyl epidemic. This potent synthetic opioid has caused a surge in overdose deaths. Combating it requires public awareness, naloxone distribution, addiction treatment, and disrupting the drug trade. The human cost is a stark reminder of ongoing challenges. Detroit's challenges and resilience are deeply tied to racial inequality. Systemic racism has shaped the city's landscape, economy, and lives, especially for African Americans. Discriminatory policies created vast disparities in wealth, opportunity, and quality of life. Redlining's legacy is visible in segregated housing and concentrated poverty. True revitalization must be equitable, addressing long-standing injustices. Despite the decades of economic hardship, systemic neglect, and social upheaval, the story of Detroit is also crucially a story of enduring resistance and incredible resilience, particularly within its Black community. This is not a population that has passively accepted its fate. Instead, Detroiters have consistently demonstrated a powerful spirit of activism, creativity, and mutual support, forging paths forward even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Think about the cultural contributions that have emerged from Detroit, born from this very spirit. This enduring resistance is a testament to the strength, ingenuity, and unwavering hope of the people of Detroit. While the challenges remain immense, this spirit of resilience, this determination to not just survive but to thrive, is the true heartbeat of Detroit. Welcome to Detroit, a city of contrasts and resilience. From roaring factories to resilient communities, Detroit's story is one of strength and heart. It's more than an economic tale, it's a human epic. Detroit is a testament to perseverance. Thank you for joining me. Carry Detroit's unbreakable spirit with you.